And a good evening to you and yours at wherever you're watching this from. We are live here at Tom McIntyre Stadium, home of the Melbourne Bulldogs. I am Double D Daryl Duran here on the broadcast for you tonight alongside Chase Alexander in the inclement weather, but we're going to tough it out and bring you this whole broadcast outside of the press box here. The Bulldogs get a must-needed win last week on the road against Toho in overtime, 31-24, coming back to homecoming night here at the Dog Pound, trying to get win number 2 and 2 in a row on the year. Harmony comes into this game winless tonight, looking for their first win on the season. Tonight is a district matchup between the two teams. Last year, it went down to a blocked field goal as Melbourne had to go out there on I believe it was a Tuesday night or a Monday night, and play Harmony because the game was postponed from a Friday. And Melbourne played, the 3 games in the 10 days like they have done in the years past. But tonight should be a decent game here at the Dog Pound. Chase, what do you think about the game's going to happen tonight, bud?
I think it's going to be a change for Melbourne. I think it's going to be high scoring on both sides. I know Panucci's defense is stout, but Harmony has moved the ball on offense in past games that I looked at the stats, and their defense lets up a lot of points, multiple 50-point games in just 4-game stretch here for Harmony. So I think this is where Melbourne finally puts it together on offense, and they start scoring a lot of points here.
Yeah, Melbourne been needing to put it together on offense, has been in the games that they are a combined record of 1-4 on the year here for the 2023 season, and just one win to show for it. So Melbourne 1-4 on the year, coming into week 6 of the Friday night high school football action. And you got the coin toss going on right now on the field. Homecoming night here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Harmony has won the toss and will defer. So Melbourne will get the ball to start the first half. This game is brought to you by the Melbourne High School sponsor, Poseidon Pools, along with our BSN sponsors and JT Andrews Framing and Remodeling Services, Y2K Excavating, Underground Excavating, Vac Truck Services, Ashley Westbrook Realty with Remax there, and Rich's Auto Tech. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to Hooters as well at Melbourne for our pregame meal each and every week right here on Babcock. Proud sponsors of the Melbourne Bulldogs. And they got the smoke coming down, and there comes the Harmony Longhorns. Here come your Bulldogs. Head coach of the Melbourne Bulldogs is Dave Kentai. Defensive coordinator, BSN Defensive Coordinator of the Year is Jeff Panucci. Offense coordinator, Lyle Neighbor. District game tonight here at the Dog Pound. It's not a hot one, it's just a humid one, and we are a little bit wet, a little bit sweaty from the humidity, but we're going to give you this broadcast tonight here on Bavard Sports Network, your number one sports source here on the 321. Back deep, number 22, Wyatt Vatava, a.k.a. Bobby Boucher Vatava. He will be a beast tonight, folks. Watch number 22 out there for the Bulldogs. And there's the kick. It's going to be a nope. Going to go all the way to the end zone. They're going to let him bring it out. He cuts and jukes. Jukes one more. And you got a flag flying in at the 15. 15 yards behind the play. Probably going to be blocking the back on Melbourne. Blocking it back on Melbourne. Not a great way to start this ball game. Deep in their own territory. Folks, just deal with if we got a little bit of a shaky camera or got to get the umbrella up because there is rain clouds in the vicinity, but we're going to bring you this broadcast. Come hell or high water, Chase. Padala swings it out to 22, Vatava. Vatava's got some yardage in front of him. And, oh, that's going to be a late hit. No flag. Oh, looked like a late hit from up here. That's going to be a huge run on the play for Vatava. So first down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 46-yard line. Patala in the shotgun formation. And Harmony's going to burn a timeout after one play of the half. And Harmony already burning one timeout after that huge run by Double Deuce Votava. Folks, you're watching the homecoming game here at Tom McIntyre Stadium, home of the Melbourne Bulldogs. Yes, Mr. Armstrong, the Coco game will be shown. Coco game, the Vieira game, and the satellite game are the four games that are on tap for tonight. I believe Knock and Allen are up there in Coco, or wherever Coco is at. So shotgun formation, trips up top for the Melbourne Bulldogs, single down here for them. Handoff up in the middle, big hole there. Gain of about 5-6 yards. Good hole made by the offensive line. Cuts it back underneath. And he will have a first down. Good running by the ball carrier there. Number 28. Kamari Johnson, the freshman running back for the Bulldogs. So first down and 10 for the Melbourne Bulldogs. 3 plays into this drive. Started at 15. Have equipment malfunction. Give and go, but Harmony is going to wrap him up in the backfield. No, he's still trying to get loose. 2-yard loss on the play for Melbourne. 3-54 on the tackle for the Harmony Longhorns. We'll try to get names for everybody tonight, but due to inclement weather, we're just going to at least call the numbers for each team. Bulldogs, second down and 12 at the Harmony 45. Swings it out here. He's got some blockers. Oh, man. He had a nice seal block there. He's going to call holding on that. To me, that looked like a good seal block. Had his hands in tight there, but they're going to call holding on the receiver, so that's going to back Melbourne up 10. And that's going to be second down. It's a spot foul, what I learned from Billy Palmer this year. So I'm going to back him up to the 50. Be second down and 17 for the Melbourne Bulldogs. Second in a big rainstorm cloud to go. Padala gets the call from Coach Neighbor. Like to welcome everybody into the broadcast tonight. Chase Alexander on the camera. I am Double D Daryl Duran here on the call for you. And a give up the middle. Barreling over a defender. That's going to be look like number 3, Dally, the sophomore running back there. So third down, I'm going to call long 7 to go for Melbourne. Drops back to pass and throws it right to a Harmony Longhorn. Number 3 on the interception for Harmony. And Melbourne's drive will end there on the interception. So here comes Coach Panucci's defense. Melbourne lost 20 of 22, either starters or seniors from last year. Only one starter on each side of the ball. Return for Melbourne, but you look at 2 players that have come along for the Melbourne Bulldogs on defense. It is Votava and number 51 and Wright, the senior linebacker, have stepped up very well for the Bulldogs. As it begins to rain again here at the stadium, handoff up the middle, wrapped up by, looked like Votava on the bottom there. Harmony running back gaining of about 5 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Longhorns. Twins up top 4. And we got another whistle. Chase, what we're seeing out there is the players' pants are riding up, when they get wet and tackle because of the turf field, and the back judge ain't giving them a second to pull them back down and sending them out. A little bit of kind of ridiculous if you look at it from our perspective. So 2nd and 11 coming up for the Longhorns. 7:43 left in the first quarter here. And the Bulldog pound. Give up the middle. He's going to be wrapped up at the 40, bring up a 3rd down. Chase, it usually rains on me twice at Mile High, but not 3 times in a row. Man in motion. And Melbourne's going to jump off sides, giving Harmony the 1st down. So 1st and 10 Longhorns here in the first quarter. These little mistakes are killing the Bulldogs here. Got an interception and a couple penalties here in the first quarter. Harmony 2 up top, 1 to your bottom of the screen. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. He gives it, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of 1. 32 on the tackle. Jackson Engel, the sophomore defensive back. Jackson Engel on the tackle for Melbourne. So 2nd and 11 coming up for Harmony. Folks, if you're looking for some youth action tomorrow, Chase will be out at Bayside Youth Football Field. Melbourne looks like they're coming with a blitz. And they're going to wrap them up at the line of scrimmage. And, folks, if you're looking to watch another Mud Bowl at Maxwell Rhodes Park, the Mud Bowl returns from 2014. It's rained all day, and the field's been a little wet when we painted yesterday, but it's going to get tore up tomorrow, so the players are going to get in that West Melbourne mud, and it ought to be a great day out at the ballpark. 3rd and 9 coming up for Harmony. Another give up the middle. Oh, ball popped out there. Good hit by Melbourne. Looks like Vatava on the punch out and wrapped up by Wright. Malady in on the stop as well. So Coach Panucci gets his 1 turnover. Chase, I've been giving him crap at his son's practice because I coach his son in flag, and I'm like, hey, you need a safety. Your son's team has scored this year. You need a safety out here. I get the old angry look, but we give each other tips. Melbourne recognizing the class of 1973 tonight. Yeah. I'm coming up on 20 next year. Hard to believe. All right, Melbourne's going to return with the ball at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Padala's going to take it himself. That pocket's going to collapse, and he barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, Melbourne. Kevin Thorpe, the ball carrier. Sorry about that. Son of Tracy Thorpe, the Mel High Hall of Famer. Melbourne running it off tackle there. Gain of about 7 yards. Bring up 3rd and 3. Kamari Johnson, freshman running back, number 28, the ball carrier. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast tonight. Rich's Auto Tech, home of the million-mile warranty and free loaner car if you're getting work done there at the shop. Give them a call today. And Padala tries to swing it out. Intended receiver, number 7, Deuce Ingram. 4th down coming up for Melbourne. I don't know about that call there. I mean, you're 3rd and about 3. And been running the ball pretty good, but Coach Neighbor wanted to try to throw it out there. And it's a fake. Will he get there? And he's going to be short. So Votava tries the fake run, and he's going to be wrapped up a half a yard short. And Harmony will take over 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 47-yard line. You're watching BSN Sports here on the Space Coast, Vard Sports Network, live here at Tom McIntyre Stadium, brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech. P2K Underground Excavating Vac Truck, JT Andrews Framing and Remodeling, and Ashley Westbrook Realty with Remax. And a give, the quarterback's going to take it himself. Going to be stood up there on the far side. Gain of about 5, 2nd and 5 coming up for the Longhorns. Folks, if you're looking to get your business out there and would like to get on one of these broadcasts, please feel free to send me a message, Daryl Duran, on my Facebook page or BSN's Facebook page, and we will definitely reach out to you and get your business broadcasted over the network. Give up the middle. Stood up by the defensive line of Melbourne, led by number 4, 44. Noah Abor. If I said it wrong, I apologize. Noah Abor, junior linebacker. Timeout with 2:26 here in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. It's picking up a little harder, Chase, but we're going to try to tough it out here. Probably take a break at halftime. Go in the press box and talk to Coach Woodbury. I would love if they didn't call timeouts and get some scores going. Oh, we had a player down? Okay, I did not see that. I apologize. Homecoming night here in the rain. O'Galley's homecoming was in the rain as well. Quarterback's going to take it himself and got a hold there at the 40. And that should take him back 10 yards. So that should take him back to the 50. So it'll be third down and 14 to go for Harmony. Band's out here in the rain. Everybody's out here in the rain, so if you get an umbrella in the broadcast, we apologize about that. Nothing we can do. But sit back and enjoy. Tell me where you're watching from. If you have some scores, please feel free to put them in the comments. Like to give a shout-out to Donnie Reamer. Hope you're doing better, bud. We're all here for you at BSN. Oh, and fumble. Pick up and go. Pick up and go. Melbourne's going to pick it up. Almost a scoop and score. That's 2 turnovers on the night. Picked up by number 44, Noah. Hit off the edge by number 22, Votava. Malady in the backfield as well. Hold that, Chase. All right, Chase going to hold the umbrella here because it's easier for me with the camera down here in this north end zone. Padala in the shotgun formation. Gives up the middle. Looks like Johnson on the carry. Bring up second down and short, 2nd and 2. Melbourne. Coach Panucci's defense is playing their butts off tonight. I think he picked up a couple notes from me. Not going to take all the credit, but I know if his wife's watching, she's going to agree with me. At least his son is. He got one of the game balls. Shout out to Gio Panucci. Johnson once again the ball carrier. Third and 1 coming up. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast. It's a rainy night here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Johnson's going to almost fumble, but he's going to be close to the first down marker. And they're going to give him a first down inside the Riches Auto Tech red zone. So 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for Melbourne. And that's going to end the play. It's 0-0. First quarter. Bulldogs driving into the end zone right now. Folks, like to thank Rich's Auto Tech, P2K, Underground Excavating with the vac truck services. Reach out to Christy Dabney, JT Andrews, Framing and Remodeling, If you have a hunt camp you need framed out, there will travel. Ty Andrews and his crew does a phenomenal job. I'd like to thank Ashley Westbrook with Remax Realty. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Hooters for our pregame meal. Poseidon Pools is the Melbourne Bulldogs sponsor tonight. So thank you, Rich, JT Andrews, PTK Underground Excavating, Rich's Auto Tech, and Ashley Westbrook Realty. Thank you all. We could not do it without your support of us bringing you these broadcasts each and every Friday night. Melbourne, first down and 10. Johnson trying to turn the corner, spinning, and gets down to about the 6-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 1. Coming up. And once again, we apologize about any umbrellas getting in the camera. Shotgun formation for Melbourne. 2nd and a long 1. Handoff, up tackle. Ball comes out. Melbourne looks like they're going to retain possession. That should be a first down. So there's going to be a flag holding on Melbourne. And we apologize about the huge umbrella in your viewing. Appreciate them sitting down. So 2nd and 10 Bulldogs here at the 15-yard line. And that ball is definitely slippery out there. I know we're trying to pass it a little bit, but we've been running it pretty good. If you're a Bulldog fan, Harmony was running it okay. So 3rd and 10 now for Melbourne. It's going to be one of them sloppy games, folks. It's wet. Rain's supposed to rain all night, and it's going to be a mud bowl at the Rhodes Park tomorrow. If you're looking for some good youth football action, go out to Rhodes Park and watch it. Mud Bowl of 2023. That's going to be pass interference. Defender got there a little bit early on that. It looked like Padala did not see the cutting receiver for Melbourne and threw it out there. There was a cutting receiver running a post route and open. But Melbourne's going to get a first down here. So it should be 1st and goal, Melbourne coming up. To me, that's a 10-yard penalty, and it happened. I don't know. I give up on these penalties anymore. No, that's only if you're backed up. Melbourne's going to run it up the middle. and get in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Looks like number 3, Dally, on the run for Melbourne. Melbourne now up 6-0 over Harmony here at Tom McIntyre Stadium in the second. Snaps up, kicks up. It's good. Melbourne 7, Harmony 0 in the first district matchup of the season for Melbourne. Melbourne travels next week down the road on Babcock to Palm Bay, the annual Palm Bay rivalry. Palm Bay has definitely been up on Melbourne over the years, but Melbourne has had Palm Bay's number for the last 3 years here, trying to make it 4 in a row. So 10-41, Melbourne 7, Harmony 0 in the second quarter. Folks, if you have any scores you can throw in the comments, we'd appreciate it. We can't really flip through the other phones tonight to find you scores because it's raining. We're trying to hold the umbrella, get the best coverage we can for you here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Heritage up 14-0 on Vieira. Picked up by Harmony about the 25-yard line. And they're going to make their way up to about the 37-yard line. Cocoa 7, Treasure Coast 0. And that's the only games we can get for you right now. That's the games we're covering here on Bavard Sports Network. As always, I am Double D Daryl Duran here on the call here for the Melbourne Bulldogs. The only Bulldog alumni broadcast team in the county. Harmony, triple option there. Going to wrapped up on the far side. Coach Panucci's got everybody getting covered there. Good defensive scheme there. Running back up the middle got hit. Quarterback got hit, tossed it, and you had the outside linebacker filling that hole. Excellent for the Melbourne Bulldogs. Second and 8 coming up for Harmony. And it's going to be a quarterback sneak off tackle. Pickup of about 7. Bring up 3rd and 1. Like to welcome everybody into the broadcast if you're just tuning in. Melbourne 7, Harmony 0. 9 minutes to go in the second. And a flag flies in. Holding on Harmony, going to take him back 10. So it should be 3rd and 11, if my math's right. It is on this one. So 3rd and 11 coming up for the Harmony Longhorns. Melbourne last year won this battle, I believe, by 1 chase. Well, it was one. Yeah, 9-7. They won by 2 on a blocked attempted field goal. Rough game for both teams. Melbourne came out on top, winning the district title the next week, defeating Heritage. Harmony tries to run it once again off tackle. Doesn't get that far. Malady and company in there for the stop for Melbourne. Going to bring up 4th down and long coming up for the Bulldogs. A little breeze would be nice tonight. It is, it feels like 122 out. And it's going to be a shank punt. He shanked it just over the 50. And that's where Melbourne will start. Great field position coming for the Melbourne Bulldogs. 1st down and 10, Melbourne. All right, Padala and the offense comes back onto the field. Drops back to pass. Has a man down the middle of the field. Nearly picked off by Harmony. Thrown in a double coverage again. So 2nd down and 10, Melbourne coming up at midfield. Melbourne gives it up the middle. Big run there, 7-yard pickup for number 28, Johnson. They're going to mark him gain of 6. 3rd and 4 coming up for Melbourne. Melbourne coming out on that twins up top, one receiver in your near side here. A give up the middle, trying to get that 1st down, and Melbourne will be over the 40. Johnson again for the 4 yards, so 10-yard gain there on 2 plays for Kamari Johnson. So we're going to have a dead ball foul against Harmony, and that's going to give Melbourne a free 10 yards. A free 15. So now they're down to the 25-yard line of Harmony. 1st and 10, Melbourne from the 25-yard line. Melbourne staying in the shotgun formation. Dropping back. I don't understand that pass there. It's probably going to be intentional grounding on Melbourne. To me, there was not a running back in the area. And it's not going to be intentional grounding. They're going to say a running back was in the area. on that. 2nd and 10 Melbourne from the Longhorn 25. Handoff up the middle for Melbourne. Gain of about 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Melbourne. Daly, the ball carrier, number 3 for Melbourne. Score is Melbourne 7, Longhorn 0. 6:22 remaining in the second quarter. Harmony coming off the edge. Melbourne fumbles once again. And Harmony will take over deep in their own territory. So both defenses are causing turnovers. Their offenses cannot hang on to the ball deep in their own territories. We got a mandatory water break here at the stadium. Thank you, Chase. So it's going to be 1st down and 10. Harmony at their own 13-yard line. So 6:09 left in the first half. Melbourne up 7-0 in a sloppy game here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Both teams have lost the ball twice tonight. Harmony met in the backfield by number 51, Wright, and number 5 of Melbourne. Donald Clark, the junior defensive lineman. And a little DX chomp out there. Only wrestling fans will know what I'm talking about. Pretty much all I can say, too. Yes, Cocoa Tigers game is on BSN tonight. Harmony once again trying to run it off tackle. Going to get up to original line of scrimmage, but that Bulldog defensive line is going to wrap them up. Third and long coming up for Harmony. Clouds are moving pretty quick. Harmony split backfield. Drops back to pass. Slings it down the field. And it's going to be incomplete pass out of bounds. Going to bring up 4th down and 10 for the Longhorns. Longhorns going to be forced to punt. Does Coach Panucci send the house and try to block it? Or does he play it safe? So fourth and a big old train ride to go for the Harmony Longhorns. Now I think Coach Benucci brings the house. You know, you got it 4th and 15. They're kicking from their own 6. He brings one. He gets the kick off. He's got some room. He cuts it back. Can he get down there? And Boucher Votava gets it all the way down the 1 yard line. And Chase, he's now on the special teams. His mama said that 1 yard line, it was the devil. It tripped him up. Good run back by Votava there. See if Melbourne can punch it in from the Harmony 2. I think if he would have stayed to the outside, he would have had it easily. He's a 5'3" young man playing like he's 6'9", 330 pounds. And a bigger blocking back in the backfield for Melbourne. And Kamari Johnson gets the 2-yard run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Yeah, they brought the heavy package in on that. Melbourne set to attempt the extra point. Kicks up. And the kick is good. Your Melbourne Bulldogs 14. Your Harmony Longhorns 0 in this big district matchup here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. 4:26 left in the second quarter. You're watching Brevard Sports Network, your must-see sports coverage on the Space Coast. Brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech, Poseidon Pools tonight, Ashley Westbrook Realty with Remax, P2K Underground Excavation, Christy Dabney and Company, and Corey Utzi, thank you. JT Andrews, Framing and Remodeling. Rich's Auto Tech, of course. Rich's Auto Tech, home of the 1,000,000-mile warranty and free loaner car. If you need some service done for your car, please reach out to Rich's Auto Tech in West Melbourne. We'll take care of your car. Melbourne with a little pooch kick. Taken by Harmony. And you're going to have a whistle mid-run back? That's what I really don't get. How can a ref 50 yards away see something 2 refs are right in front of? I've never gotten that. In my whole life of coaching, playing. So 1st and 10 Harmony at their own 27-yard line. Harmony coming out with twins to the bottom of your screen here. Trying to run a little crossbuck here. He gets to the outside. Hit out of bounds by number 51, Wright. Sorry, that was number 33 on the tackle. Tyler Gaskin, I believe. Sorry if I butchered that. 1st and 10, Harmony at their own 40. Harmony taking a long time here. And quarterback keeper, gain of about 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 coming up for Harmony. So they're only going to give them 5 yards. Stepped out of bounds after the 5-yard gain. But there is a hold. So Harmony is going to take a timeout with 4:07 remaining in the first half. Bulldogs up 14-0 here at the Dog Pound. You're watching Brevard Sports Network, home of the best coverage of sports on the Space Coast. Thank you all for tuning in to each and every one of our broadcasts. I am Double D Daryl Duran with Chase Alexander here for the Melbourne Bulldogs tonight against the Harmony Longhorns.
If you drive a black Camry and your name is Daniel St. Pierre, license plate QWB C72, you are about to be towed. You are parked in a fire lane. If your name is Thomas Scheider and you drive a white Volkswagen Golf, license plate 15AFKJ, you too are also about to
Chase, what you thinking about the game tonight, fella?
I think my prediction was wrong. I was expecting the rain, but not this much. It's been nonstop since the middle of the first quarter. Now it's coming to the end of the second quarter. But the Melbourne defense, as always, is playing incredible, setting up the offense perfectly. I think the offense really needs to focus more on the run game. I get that they're trying to work in the pass game, but the run game has been so effective so far that they can't keep going away from it in this close of a game.
Yeah, very good points there by Mr. Chase. Harmony in the shotgun formation. And it gives the running back, and it's going to be wrapped up by that Bulldog defense on the edge there. I got to show my boys that pursuit there. We've been having a trouble sealing the edge out on the flag football field. But Melbourne sealing that edge very well. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12 or 13. Call it 13 to go for the Longhorns.
Melbourne High School would like to thank Poseidon Pools for sponsoring the game. I love the irony with the amount of rain and Poseidon Pools sponsoring. If you have a Poseidon pool, make sure you go home and lower your level. Your pool could be overflowed with all the rain.
Handoff up the middle. Melbourne's going to wrap them up in the backfield.
Harmony loses a yard on that, makes it 3rd and even longer. Bulldog defense camping out in the backfield on that play.
Got Malady, Johnny Wright and company out there for Melbourne. Wrapping that ball carrier up. 3rd and 14 coming up for Harmony. Low.
Third and long for the Longhorns.
Drops back to pass, looking for the one-on-one coverage here. Great coverage there by Melbourne, number 15, intended for, looked like number 11 of the Longhorns, or 31. So 21 intended for the Longhorns. 4th and a monster truck to go for the Harmony Longhorns. Punt formation for Harmony. Timeout, Melbourne. 2:31. Melbourne takes a timeout. Coach Panucci wants to talk it over.
Now's a good time. Run to the concession stand. Run to Karen's Cookies and Ice Cream. Run to Smoothie Paradise. Get that before.
I'll be so happy. I'll be in a dry press box tomorrow, Chase, and you will too for youth football action. Chase will have the Bayside Bears and who are they playing? And Melbourne Chargers. I can't keep up with Melbourne anymore. It's either the Hurricanes, the Bulldogs. I've just lost track. I just say Melbourne. And I'll be at West Melbourne all day long calling the games out there in the press box. So I'll be nice and dry. County got the AC working for me too. Heritage up on Vieira by a lot. So it looks like it's going to come down to the Melbourne Heritage game here at the Dog Pound. And there's the kick. They're going to kick it out of bounds. Coco up on Treasure Coast, 21-0. We will have the halftime show. It's going to be probably an extended halftime. They got the homecoming festivities, probably a shortened festivities with the rain and everything, but they will say the king and queen. I'm going to let Chase call this last 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
First and 10 for Melbourne.
Padella in the gun. So takes snap, hands it off to Daly. Daly hits the right side, and he's got a hole. And there goes Daly down the sideline. He's got one man to beat. There's an umbrella in the way, but he's short at the 5-yard line. What a run there by Jaden Daly. And, there's going to be a flag. And it's going to be a holding on Melbourne. Wow, so one of the most explosive plays of the season for Mel High is brought back by a holding penalty. But Daly found a gap and hit it hard. Acceleration almost got him all the way to the end zone, but unfortunately it's going to bring him back. It's going to be a 1st and 15 as it looks. And 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go before the half ends here. Mel High looking to take a 3-possession lead over Harmony. Padala hands it off to Daly. Same play, other side. Daly still has a gap. And he's going to be brought down for a gain of about 8.
Daly able to pick up about 8 of the yards will make it 2nd and manageable for the Bulldogs.
Coach Neighbor dialed up the same exact play, just flip-flop the sides. Still got about 8. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Again, time ticking down, minute 45 to go in the second quarter. Spadala back in the gun. And he's going to hand it off. And there he goes. He's got a lane on the outside, and he's going to be brought down for a gain of about 15. And he gets out of bounds. Are they going to say he got out of bounds? Yep, they're going to stop the clock. So good run there by Johnson. Again, the same play. Oh, no, they're going to keep the clock running. They're going to say he was tackled inbounds. So Melbourne not choosing to burn a timeout with 1:20 to go. Dahl's going to hand it up the middle to Johnson, and Johnson's met just 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Able to pick up a couple yards. The Bulldog advantage. It's 2nd down for Melbourne.
And Melbourne not moving with much urgency. One. Daryl's telling me they have one timeout. So you think they move a little bit faster with just the one timeout. And it's going to be over his head. And that one was on Padala. That one looked very catchable to me. Just didn't look it into his hands.
Slippery ball makes it 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs lead 14-0. 30 seconds left in the first half. Kintai chooses not to burn the timeout, so it looks like they're going to let this go down to the half. So it looked like they were moving the ball pretty good, but Bulldogs elect to let it go down to the half as they lead 14-0. As Coach Minucci has to be pleased with this first half for the Bulldogs defense. The Bulldogs offense still struggling a little bit, but definitely improved offense than we've seen in earlier weeks. So again, extended halftime. It is homecoming here at Melbourne. So it'll be me and Daryl Duran back on the call after half.
We're going to try to keep it rolling, Chase, see if what they do here, if they're going to come across the field or what they're going to do. So just bear with us here, folks. But if you're watching from home, go get you a nice sandwich and a adult beverage and come back to the TV and watch this game. Melbourne trying to get their second win on the season and second win in a row. They got a much-needed victory last week on the road at Toho. Used to back in the day, they would drive the Corvettes around the field. But since they got the new rubberized track, I don't think they're going to do that. We're trying to leave the mic where you can hear the announcer and enjoy this halftime. You can watch it on TV. Yes, ma'am, you can. You just got to have the right adapters from your phone to the TV, and you can watch it, or you can zip it from your phone to the TV if you have a smart TV.
If you're one of the sponsors of the Melbourne Miracles, look at your phone.
Good evening and welcome to Melbourne High's 2023 homecoming game. Melbourne High School is proud to present this year's homecoming court for 2023. First up, Faith Gonzalez and James Hines. They're representing cheer this evening. Faith has been on the Melbourne High cheer team for 3 years and is captain this year. Faith is planning on studying sports medicine after high school. James Hines has been on the football team for this year and is planning to do something great and awesome after high school. round of applause to Faith Gonzalez and James Hines. Next up, we have Kyla Gress. She is representing boys golf. She has been on the Miracles dance team for 4 years and has been co-captain her junior and senior year. Kyla plans to continue dancing on a collegiate level as well as study physical therapy. Ryan Buck is representing boys lacrosse this evening. His interests include sports and endurance races. Ryan plans to pursue a career in naval special warfare after high school. Let's hear it for Kyla Gress and Ryan Buck. Next up, we have Riley Toll and Aiden Ray. They are both representing boys soccer tonight. Riley is planning on attending a 4-year university in the fall, where she is going to major in kinesiology with hopes of being a physical therapist for athletes, as well as being recruited as a D1 athlete for dance. Aiden has his sights set on the military or attending college at either FAU or FSU. Give it up for Riley Toll and Aiden Reed. Next in our homecoming lineup is Jenna Turner. She is representing varsity volleyball this evening. Her plan after high school is to attend nursing school at a college in Florida where she wants to become a labor and delivery nurse. Walking with Jenna is John Wright. He is representing wrestling this evening. His future plans are to be awesome. Let's hear it for Jenna Turner and John Wright. Up next, we have Suk-Yum Kim and Sydney Taylor. They are both representing AFJ ROTC this evening. Sydney plans to graduate with her AA degree and continue school working towards her optometry degree. Suk-Yum currently serves as the SGA president here at Mel High and intends to attend Harvard or the West Point Academy to study public administration and international relations. He is hoping to one day run for public office. Let's hear it for Sydney Taylor and Suk-Yum Gabriella plans to attend University of Florida to study sports medicine. Her dream is to work as an athletic trainer and eventually open her clinic that specializes in athletes, or go to medical school to become a general surgeon. Hunter plans on attending Florida State University for medical school to be a plastic surgeon. Let's hear it for Gabriela Sanchez and Hunter Register. And last, but certainly not least, we have Haley Turner and Colby Spriggins. These two are representing softball tonight. Haley plans on attending Florida Southwestern State College on a softball scholarship where she plans to major in physical therapy. Colby plans on becoming a firefighter after graduation. Give it up for Haley Turner and Colby Spriggins. Let's give one last round of applause for our homecoming court for 2023. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the announcement of Melbourne High's 2023 Homecoming King and Queen. Let's welcome back Michael Heisey to do the honors. Our 2023 Homecoming Queen, representing AFJROTC, is Sydney Taylor. And our 2023 Homecoming King, representing AFJROTC, is Sukyum Kim. Let's give another round of applause for our 2023 Homecoming King and Queen.
All right, we just got done with the homecoming court. Congratulations to the winners, both representing the junior ROTC here at Melbourne High School. Sean Roberts, the score here at the Dog Pound is Melbourne 14, Harmony Longhorns 0. This game is brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech, home of the Million Mile Warranty, JT Andrews, Framing and Remodeling, Ashley Westbrook, Realtor with Remax Realty Solutions, PTP2K, I screw it up every time, with Christy Damney and Corey Utzi with the Underground Excavating Services, Hooters of Melbourne for always providing BSN with the pregame meal. And I'd like to thank Poseidon Pools, the Melbourne High sponsor tonight here at the Dog Pound. Folks, without these local sponsors, we could not bring you each and every broadcast that we do here on BSN. We can't do it without our local support, so please, if you need to shop or any of these businesses, please reach out to them. They support all the young men and women here in the county, so you can enjoy these broadcasts. So please give back, shop local, support local. And again, congratulations to the King and Queen here for 2023 for the Melbourne High School. 1:40 to go here. Chase, what do you think before? I know you said what you thought about the first half. What you think going to happen in the second half?
I think that Coach Neighbor is a smart man. I think he's going to keep running the ball. And, I don't think this defense is going to break a stride. I think they're going to keep – because the only way that Harmony is moving the ball is with quarterback runs. And they have that triple option, but Panucci's defense is all ready for it, and they're very well prepared. So I think that the key to this game is staying tight on defense and not overcommitting to anything, and the offense keep running the ball and moving the ball.
Very good points there from Chase Alexander. He will have Bayside and Melbourne youth football tomorrow. I'll be at West Melbourne football field for all their games. We got a 14-0 district matchup here at the Dog Pound between the Harmony Longhorns and the Melbourne Bulldogs. Bulldogs trying to get their second victory on the season. They got a much-needed win last week on the road at Toho High. It's a long name. We just abbreviated it. We're butchered every time. But other games going around the county, if you have any scores, let us know in the comments. Only doing a 15-14 satellite up on Bayside. Jackson and Logan has that game. Folks, and once again, if you want to get your business or know a business that would like to sponsor any of the broadcasts that we do, or like us to come out and do a commercial for them or anything like that, please reach out to us on our Facebook page, Coco up 21-0 on Treasure Coast Titans, up there in the Tiger Den, and Heritage all over Vieira, 32-0. So, yes, and if you would like us to come out, do a commercial, anything like that, reach out to Bavard Sports Network's Facebook page, email us, or reach out to my personal Facebook page, Daryl Duran. We'll be happy to come out and do what we can for you and get your business exposed here on the number one sports source in Bavard County. That's right, Bavard Sports Network. I'd like to thank everybody where I was at before. I came over to Bavard Sports Network first year here on the broadcast for everybody, and it was a great time where I was at before, and this just fit better into my life and livelihood and work schedule, and I appreciate Alan and the boys welcoming me with open arms.
Instant Luxury Rentals, Lazy Turtle Restaurant, Murphy RV, North Point Mortgage, Ocean and Vine Boutique, Orion 180 Insurance Services, Piper's Angel Foundation, and Platinum Nail Spa. Melbourne High School would also like to thank El Car Wash, the best car wash in Florida. After all this rain, you're going to need a car wash to get that mud off. So visit El Car Wash.
All right, here goes the opening kickoff here in the second half Melbourne kicking off to the Longhorns. Harmony bobbles the ball and going to be wrapped up about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Harmony at their own 31. As the rain showers subside for the time being. And a little breeze, Chase. I know we're blocked by the press box, but thank you, Lord, up above for the little breeze here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. I'd like to say hello to everybody that's watching tonight. From wherever you're at, let me know where you're watching from. I'd like to give a shout out to Donnie Reamer as he battles cancer. We're all here for you at BSN, buddy. You're in our thoughts and prayers. Harmony, shotgun formation, and a quarterback run again. And like Chase said, that's all they've been getting off the edge at quarterback run. They're going to pick up about 5-6 yards, bring up a 2nd down to go for Harmony. Thank you for tuning in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, St. Augustine.
2nd down for the Longhorns.
2nd and 4 coming up for Harmony. Passes thrown, incomplete. Low pass there. 51, Johnny Wright checking back in. Third down coming up for Harmony. 3rd and 4. See if Melbourne can get another stop here. Probably going to try the quarterback run once again.
3rd down for the Longhorns.
Drops back to pass. Has pressure from Melbourne. He's going to be walloped in the backfield. 51, Johnny Wright on the sack for Melbourne. 4th and a rainstorm to go for the Harmony Longhorns. Punts away. Taken by Votava. He's got a slice. And he's going to bring it up to about the 49.5, 50-yard line at midfield. 1st and 10, Bulldogs. Watching from Oklahoma. I was just out in Oklahoma about 2 months ago working. Be back out there in Freedom, Oklahoma, little town right outside of Alva. 10-19, 3rd quarter. Bulldogs on top. Chase Alexander on the cam. I am Double D on the mic for you. And the give is to the running back trying to cut up the middle. Gets it back up to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to say loss of a half a yard. 2nd and 11. Grab the umbrella, Chase. Gosh dang it. We get a little breeze and another little rain band's coming through. You think you're in a dang hurricane. Looks like the young man's going to be all right. All right. 2nd and 11 coming up for Melbourne.
Melbourne Chair would like to thank some more of their sponsors. R&S Softwater, reliable finishes and unique creations. And Renee the Attorney, thank you for your support of the Bulldogs.
Now that's a nice breeze, but it's going to bring in rain, Chase. From the CS. Look like Doc St. Mary down there on the sidelines once again. Melbourne gives the ball up the middle. Gain of about 3. Doc St. Mary been practicing for over 35 years. He actually fixed my arm 27 years ago when I broke it playing football, and they said he was still practicing, and he's going to fix it once again. Just got to find a little time off to get in there and schedule it. Chase, I'm going to need someone to come make me some food. No. Chase said, nope, you're ordering DoorDash. Oh, man. Right in the hands of the receivers, and that's what we're talking about all night. That wet ball is just bouncing off the receiver's hands. Reminds me of the replacements. They need that stick-em. You never seen it? Oh, Lord, folks, I got a youngin' next to him. Go home. The replacements, yes. You got to watch it. Keanu Reeves. The receiver gets that stick-em out. He can't move his hands. Batava back to punt. 4th down and 9. Punts away. It's going to take a Bulldog bounce. And Harmony will start just about where they started last series at the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, Harmony at their own 26. You're watching the Bulldog broadcast team here on Bavard Sports Network, bringing you district football play here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Bulldogs 1-4. Harmony is 0 on the season. Trying to find their first victory. Melbourne trying to get their second victory on the year. See if they run that quarterback once again. Oh, ball popped out in the backfield. Good hit by Boucher Votava. Man, he's got a nose for the football. Perfectly timed there. Coach Panucci told him to imagine something you don't like and go get me the football, and he almost did once again. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Harmony. Harmony trying to spread them out once again. Shoot, I'd put 8 in the box, 1-on-1. Now they got twins out. And you got a whistle. Coming off the corner. 33 on the hit for Melbourne, but it's going to be a false start on Harmony. Going to back him up 5 yards, be 2nd down, and a sideways rain to go for the Longhorns. We apologize. We can't get all the names out tonight. It's just too wet raining here on the announcing desk. Harmony in that shotgun and I formation. Melbourne's coming with the pressure. And they're going to wrap them up once again. Going to be 3rd. And a lot of cattle to go for the Longhorns. Harmony not moving at a pace that they're trying to get back in this ball game, moving at a snail's pace. And they kind of sling it out and get back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down for Harmony, and that should force another punt coming from the Longhorns. Fourth down and a herd of cattle to go. Nearly blocked by Melbourne. And Melbourne is told to get away from that punt. Melbourne's going to have great field position here on the Harmony 45-yard line with 6:23 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs 14. Your Harmony Longhorns Goose Egg 0. 14-0 Mel High. Tara, what's the score of the Rockledge game?
Victory Casino Cruises, Visiting Angels, and 523 Creations. Thank you for your support of the Melbourne cheerleading program. First and 10 for Melbourne on the Harmony side of the field.
Padala hands off and tripped in the backfield.
Johnson tripped up the line of scrimmage.
Johnson gets back up to the original line of scrimmage. Melbourne going with twins up top and bottom here. Single back. And trying to, on the stop and go route, trying to find that. Coco all over Treasure Coast. Heritage all over Vieira, so it's going to come down to the Panthers and the Bulldogs once again in this district. Melbourne still has to get past Vieira first, but it probably will come down to the district title here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Padala throws a 10. Casey, 6-yard pickup for Melbourne. Bring up 4th down and a long 6. 7-7 Rockledge is tied. I believe they're playing Merritt Island. Probably a lot of people are experiencing the rain tonight, sloppy football. Coach Neighbor changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Back jumps to the other side. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Harmony at their own 39-yard line. So Melbourne goes 4 and out. And the defense comes back onto the field. Coach Panucci trying to pitch a shutout tonight. Well, anybody know the O'Galley Merritt Island score? We would take that as well. All right, we're going to have a timeout for water. It's still a little raining. So once again, thank you for tuning into the broadcast tonight. Chase Alexander on the camera. I am your PA announcer tonight, Double D here. 7-7 Rockledge against Trinity Christian Academy. Rockledge won last week on a touchdown pass to Channing Clayball. to win that game 19-16.
First and 10 for the Longhorns.
Harmony trying to spread things out. They drop back to pass. Looked like a holding at the offensive line there. And number 6, the ball carrier, going to be wrapped up by number 99, Malady, and number 22, Votava, and 44. No call there on the holding. So 2nd down and 6 coming up for Harmony. Bulldogs trying to stay loose out there. Looks like a little cramping going on. Pickle juice, boys. Pickle juice. Drink it. Same formation for Harmony. Bobbled in the backfield. He throws it down the field. Out of bounds. Good coverage there. Merritt Island is up on EG 11-6. They were struggling on offense last week when we had them up in Cocoa. Hopefully O'Galley can turn that offense around. Merritt Island's been the surprising team on the Space Coast here, in my eyes. Another young team, but been getting wins this year. Trying a hard count there. And Harmony is going to commit a offensive penalty. So it's going to be 3rd and a herd of cattle to go for the Longhorns. And looks like they're making a hockey change on the field. And looks like Harmony is going to go with a heavy package. And Melbourne is going to wrap them up at the line of scrimmage. And Coach Kentai is absolutely right. The running back was going forward before the snap went to the quarterback. So 4th down and another herd of cattle to go for the Longhorns. Batava back for Melbourne. Punt is away. Another short punt, but Votava is going to take it. Gets back to about the 50-yard line is where they're going to mark them down. 1st and 10. Melbourne, 3:40 to go, 3:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. And I guess we're going to throw a flag on Coach Panucci being past the numbers. Some of these calls tonight, don't understand it sometimes. Yeah, just going to be a warning on Melbourne. So under 3 minutes to go. Bulldogs have it at midfield. Bulldogs have had it in great field position this second half. High snap. He's got a man downfield, and overthrows the man underneath.
Second down for the Bulldogs.
Melbourne had a guy wide open, striking down the hash marks. Melbourne, second down and 10. Melbourne getting some hard-fought yards there. Johnson, the ball carrier.
Daly able to pick up about 2 yards, makes it third down for Melbourne.
Daly, the ball carrier. Sorry about that. Number 3 for Melbourne. So third down and 8 as Johnson checks back in for Daly. And Padala gets the call. So third and 8 to go for Melbourne. And the pass is going to be tipped. Incomplete pass. Bring up fourth down and 8. And Melbourne will be 3 and out again in this second half. 1:52 remaining before the fourth quarter takes place. Vatava back to punt. Gets the kick away. And it's going to be out of bounds. So that once again they start pretty much where they've started every drive. It's been from the 30 yards to in between the 30 and the 40 this whole second half. No team has got that edge, to move down the field. It's either been penalties or the defense has stopped them. Just not consistent for either team in this second half. Long third quarter as well. You are correct. First and 10, Harmony comes out. As they walk one onto the field. Low snap. Off the edge. Incomplete pass. Second and 10. Longhorns coming up. Harmony trying that triple option. Quarterback's going to run it. Stopped by that defensive line of Melbourne. Third and 6 coming up for the Longhorns. Harmony in that same formation, what they've been running this whole second half. Drops back. Has pressure. Ball is incomplete. 4th down, and here goes another punt here by the Longhorns back to the Bulldogs. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Melbourne on top, 14-0. Nice snap. Kicks away. And they're going to kick it out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Melbourne at their own 28. Folks, if you want to watch some good youth football action, the Mud Bowl returns to Rhodes Park tomorrow because it's been raining all day today and this week. So if you're looking for a good youth football and a little bit of mud throwing, head out to Rhodes Park. And Johnson turns it up, gets a few positive yards there. West Melbourne takes on Sebastian and West Volusia. Chase Alexander will have Melbourne and Bayside on BSN. And that's going to end the third quarter, folks. Melbourne 14, your visiting Longhorns 0 here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. You're watching the Brevard Sports Network here for the first district match of the season between the Melbourne Bulldogs and the Harmony Longhorns. As a little Tom Petty is played. We do not own the rights to the music. So, please, hopefully we don't get kicked off because Facebook don't like us having the music in the background. All right. Going to be 2nd down and 7 coming up for Melbourne. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson turns it up. Johnson is going to be close to a 1st down. And he 1st down Bulldogs. So hopefully Melbourne can put this game away here in the 4th quarter. Maybe I can wrap up this umbrella. I do that, and it's going to start raining, but I'm going to ask God to give me about 20 minutes. Melbourne moving the ball here in the 4th quarter, 2nd and 3. Melbourne with another 1st down. Ball might be out. It's been a slippery field tonight with this turf. And Melbourne will turn the ball over once again on offense. 1st and 10 coming up for Harmony at the 49-yard line of Harmony. So the defense is going to go back onto the field for Melbourne. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast tonight, watching from all over the world. Your number one sports source here on the Space Coast. That's right, Bavard Sports Network. Here and all over the county, you have 4 games on tap. Satellite game, Cocoa game here tonight. Satellite, Cocoa, and the Heritage game. Thank you. Heritage is all over Vieira last we looked. Satellite up on baseline. And the ball is bouncing around in the backfield. It's off. Both offenses has struggled with the ball handling in the second half, as it's been raining the whole third quarter. And, it ain't going to get drier. 21-14, Satellite up a touchdown on the Bears. He's going to be out of bounds there on the Cocoa broadcast. 35-0 Cocoa on top of Treasure Coast. Harmony looks to pass, has pressure coming in the backfield. Will he get to him? And he will. Big sack there. What number, Chase? Calme Walton on the sack for Melbourne. And, yeah, Heritage all over Vieira. Melbourne's got to get past Vieira, and then it will be a battle of the Bulldogs and the Panthers for a third year in a row for the district title. Like third and several herd of cattle for the Longhorns to go. Melbourne coming, drops back, slings it, and the receiver falls down on the wet turf. So it's going to be 4th and a lot of herd of cattle coming up for the Longhorns. And there's a big man down for the Harmony Longhorns on the field. Neither offense has put a drive together this second half. It's been between basically the 30 and the 30. They could get some yards, get some penalty, vice versa, and then they're 3 and out and punting back to the opposite team. Melbourne scored a couple times in this ball game, 14-0. 8:56 to go in the fourth quarter. What's going on, Mr. Snyder? Been a sloppy game on offense for both sides of the ball. Defense has really come together for Coach Panucci tonight, getting sacked and forcing fumbles after one another, trying to put a goose egg on the scoreboard tonight on homecoming night here. And congratulations to the junior ROTC cadets for winning Queen and King of the homecoming 2023. So Harmony is going to be punting to the Bulldogs, see if they kick this ball out of bounds. Low snap. Kick is away, and it's going to be a short kick. And taken by Melbourne. He gets waylaid. Number 44 recovers the ball for Melbourne. And it's 1st and 10. Bulldogs at their own 41-yard line. You're watching Bavard Sports Network here at Tom McIntyre Stadium, home of the Bulldogs broadcasting team. Freshman Dean Baker in at center. Been in all game. Got to coach him when he was a young man. Snapping to Padala. Got a flag on the far side coming in. That can either mean offsides or holding. Holding on Melbourne, going to back him up 10. So now 1st and 20. First in the pack of Bulldogs to go for Melbourne. See if Melbourne can put one more score on the scoreboard. 8:41 to go in the game. Melbourne high snap. Padala drops back, has the man open. Number 13, Craig Bowles, junior wide receiver. Second and short coming up for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. Handoff Melbourne. He cuts it back. He will be at the sticks. Let's see where they mark it. Johnson, the ball carrier. 1st and 10, Bulldogs. A P2K. Underground excavating, back truck service needs. First down there. I need 8 minutes, Lord, and you can rain all night. I'll be sitting in a dry booth tomorrow. 1st and 10, Melbourne. Hands off the ball carrier. Gain of about 6. Johnson, the ball carrier. Kamari Johnson. Melbourne is a young, talented team here, folks. They should have a couple more wins on the season, but been struggling a little bit. But this team has finally got the, motivation and momentum together. Still in areas struggling a little bit, but that's what a young team is going to do. It's a rebuilding year for Melbourne. They can go on to big things. Right now, they're trying to get their second victory on the year. Johnson, the ball carrier, one more time. Gain of about 1. And now we have a flag flying high. The personal fouls are going to offset, and then we're going to have a holding penalty. So 2nd down and a herd of Bulldogs to go for Melbourne. 2nd and about 16. Heritage is winning the other district matchup in this district between the two teams. So Melbourne and Heritage, should be undefeated in this district. Melbourne travels south, the Battle of Babcock Street next week against the Palm Bay Pirates. Melbourne has won the contest the last 3 years, trying to make it 4. Padala rolls out. Incomplete pass. Third and a bunch to go for our Bulldogs here. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the broadcast tonight. Chase Alexander and myself, Double D, here for the Bulldogs against the Harmony Longhorns. Melbourne got trips up top. Padala trying to find a screen. And one player wrapping up the receiver. Good open field tackle. Number 4 wrapping up Deuce. Number 7, the receiver. And again, we had another punt by Melbourne after a couple penalties. 6:50. I don't know why the clock's, there we go. 6:40 and counting. Fatava gets the ball away, calling for the fair catch at the 30-yard line. Penalty is going to go against Melbourne. How we've seen it in the booth. Personal foul against Melbourne. So Harmony will have the ball 1st and 10. Official timeout for water. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Satellite 21-14. Thank you, Gary Ward. And once again, like to thank Rich's Auto Tech, home of the Million Mile Warranty, JT Andrews for all their support, framing and remodeling, out-of-town work, in-town work. They can do it all. P2K Excavating with the vac truck service with Christy Dabney and Corey Utzi. Ashley Westbrook, Realtor with Remax Realty Solutions. Hooters of Melbourne giving us our pregame meal each and every week. So thank you, everybody, for the support. Without your support, we couldn't bring you these broadcasts. So please, if you need anything from our broadcast partners, please support local and buy local. 14-0 here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Harmony backs the pass. The ball is in the air. Intercepted. Got the 2 feet inbounds. Number 4 is Kiani Collins, the senior receiver / defensive back. Collins on the interception for the Bulldogs. I've lost track. So Melbourne's going to bring the offense back onto the field once again, see if they can run this 6 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock. Padala in shotgun formation. And they're going to run the ball once again.
3 more yards for Johnson on the carry. He's got to be getting close to 100 yards for the night.
Gain of about 4-5 yards there. 2nd and 5 coming up for Melbourne. Johnson close to a Bulldog first down.
Another 4 yards for Johnson. Makes it 3rd and short for Melbourne.
Oh, they're bringing out the big boys. 99, 44, and number 51 Wright checks in. Now we're having some fun, folks. The big package is coming in, and Melbourne's fixing to run the ball. Some old school football right here. Big on big. Melbourne's got the size, I think, on this one. Handoff. He gets outside and gets the 4-yard pickup. So 5-yard pickup for Johnson with that heavy machinery in there for Melbourne. As Malady Wright and 44 checks out. A little hockey change up.
Bulldogs, remember, if you're coming to the homecoming dance, 1, bring your ticket. And 2, bring a little extra cash for Space Coast Tots and Smoothie Paradise. They'll be on property. You can
Gonna buy shit now?
re-energize with a smoothie as you dance the night away. 1st and 10 for Melbourne.
Melbourne hands the ball off once again. Looks like Daly in.
Daly dragging a pile of would-be tacklers for about
5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up. Hey, Luke. I guess you can stay up tonight. Your brother needs to go to bed. Mud Bowl 2023 at Rhodes Park tomorrow. Ooh, somebody missed their block. Wrapped up for a loss. 3rd and 8 to go for Melbourne. Third and 8 coming up for Melbourne. Knocked down. Incomplete pass. And Melbourne will have to punt the ball back. I don't know. The defense has been working pretty good. Do they try the fake here again? I don't know if you do it with this wet field. Bad punt, but Votava gets the ball away. Melbourne, great kick coverage there. 1st and 10. Harmony at their own 25-yard line. Once again, congratulations to the King and Queen of Melbourne for 2023, both representing the Junior ROTC. I guess we have a flag on the far side. Didn't see it. .249 remaining in the ball game. Melbourne still on top, 14-0. Trying to get this game over in this sloppy, rainy night here on Homecoming 2023. And timeout, Melbourne. Going to talk things over. Harmony probably trying to come and block this kick to get their offense a good field position or a scoop and score. So Melbourne's going to talk it over here. Melbourne trying to get their second win on the season, second in a row. Won last week on the road. Melbourne travels about a 5-minute bus ride down to Palm Bay High to take on the Pirates next week. Melbourne has won that contest the last 3 years. Can they make it 4? Palm Bay's another younger team. There's only a couple old teams in the county. A lot of the teams are younger, or people are just moving around to play where they want. So we're going to have the Bulldogs and the Pirates next Friday night here on the Vard Sports Network. Votava trying to punt this ball again, gets it away. And it's going to be down at about the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, Harmony Longhorns at their own 38-yard line. So can the defense get another takeaway for Coach Panucci, and he gets a goose egg. Harmony still not moving, like they're in a threat to try to win this game, still moving in a nonchalant way. Drops back to pass, has pressure, and wrapped up at the line, trying to throw a screen, wrapped up by Wright. And 33, I believe, of Melbourne. Tyler Gasson. Lord, I need 2 minutes as the rain starts to come down once again. Gage White, 2 minutes to go in this ball game, 2 minutes. Harmony is in no hurry to try to win this ball game in my eyes from the broadcast booth. Melbourne coming with the pressure. It's going to be a quarterback run. And big number 78, Pringle, on the tackle. Third and 8 to go. Third in the herd of cattle. And I'm just very surprised Harmony not trying to hurry up to the line. Never seen this, I know it's raining. You're down by 2 scores, but just how it's going tonight. 1 minute to go in the ball game. 1 minute. Votava coming off the edge. Nearly, no, he hit the turf, nearly intercepted, intended for number 12 of Harmony. 54 seconds to go. Fourth and a herd of horse trailers and cattle to go for the Harmony Longhorns. Like to thank everybody for tuning in, coming out to Tom McIntyre Stadium. Bulldogs are going to do it on Homecoming 2023 and getting their second win on the season. Harmony drops back to pass, throwing long, and blocked down by Collins. Melbourne will send the offense onto the field for victory formation. And congratulations, Coach Panucci, as he's giving me the thumbs up as he gets a goose egg. His first one on the year. Actually, he can have two because his son got one. I coach his son out at West Melbourne flag football. We won 8-0 2 weeks ago. And Coach Panucci's going to get his win tonight, 14-0. All right, should be one play here or two kneel downs. There's the one knee. Folks, once again, I'd like to thank Rich's Auto Tech, JT Andrews Remodeling and Framing, P2K Vac Truck Service Needs, Rich's Auto Tech for all they do, and Ashley Westbrook with Remax Solutions. For Chase Alexander, I am Double D Daryl Duran here for the Bulldog Broadcasting Team and the Bavard Sports Network. Bulldogs get a win on homecoming night, 14-0 here at the Dog Pound. Congratulations, back-to-back wins. We'll see you next week at the Pirate Ship for Melbourne versus Palm Bay. Good night, God bless, and drive safe.